How we doing? It's Mr. Carter here, ready to do Homelink 8.7. Go ahead and put your name on this if you haven't yet already, and let's begin. So we are doing number stories that involve decimals. So you're going to want to solve each number story and write your answer as a decimal and show how you found your answer. So an Olympic men's shot put weighs 7.26 kilograms, or 7 and 26 hundredths of a kilogram. An Olympic women's shot put weighs 4 kilograms. So how much more does the men's shot put weigh than the women's shot put? So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take the men's weight and take away from that the women's weight, and you'll find out how much more. So the biggest thing you need to remember is you need to make sure that you line up your decimal points. So I'm going to take the 7.26 for the men's shot put, and I'm going to subtract it from the women's, and the women's is 4 kilograms. So that's in the ones place over here. So the most common fourth grade mistake is to just go ahead and put the 4 over here, but that 4 is actually 4 wholes instead of 400. So we want to put zeros after that because we can do that every time. You can just add zeros to the right of the decimal point. It doesn't change the value of the number at all. And this will help us subtract. And you notice here again my decimal points are lined up. So you just treat this as a regular subtraction problem, just keeping in mind the decimals. So 6 take away 0 is 6. 2 take away 0 is 2. Don't forget to transfer your decimal down here. And then 7 take away 4 is 3. So that's the answer. It's 3 and 26 hundredths of a kilogram. All right, number 2. The recipe for homemade glue calls for 5/10ths of a liter of skim milk, 9/100ths of a liter of vinegar, underline those, and 6/100ths of a liter of water. When you combine the ingredients, how much liquid will you have? So again, you want to line these up. So we're going to add them, but we want to make sure that we're lining up our decimals. So we'll start with the glue, and it's 5/10ths, so 0.5. And our vinegar is 9/100ths. So we're going to go 0.09. Notice how I lined up the 0 in the tenths place under the 5. And last is the water, and that's 6/100ths. So again, that's 0.06. And once again, my decimals are lined up, and all our numbers are lined up. Now, here with the 5/10ths, we can definitely make it 50/100ths, and those are equivalent. So we're going to add the 0 there just to make our numbers complete here. So now we're going to go just treat this like a regular addition problem. So 0 plus 9 plus 6, that will be 15. Carry the 1. 5 and 1 is 6. And don't forget the decimal point. And 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. So that is 65/100ths of a liter. Now here, Ben cut a piece of string 11 and 4/10 centimeters long. Then he cut 3 and 6/10 off of it. How long is the string now? Well, we need to, again, take away what we started with what he cut. So it's going to be 11.4. And again, we want to line up our decimal points. So our 3 here is in the ones place, so it's going to go underneath this 1 here. And our decimal point is 6. So again, the most common mistake I see is when students don't line up their digits correctly. So again, we are subtracting these because we want to know how much he has left. So again, we're going to treat this just like a regular subtraction problem, just keeping in mind the decimals. So 4 take away 6, we can't do that. We've got to trade. So we're going to trade here from our ones place. That'll give us 0. That'll turn it into 14. 14 take away 6 is 8. Transfer your decimal point down here. And 0 take away 3. We can't do that, so we've got to trade again. So that gives us 0, and this now becomes 10. 10 take away 3 is 7. So our answer is 7 and 8/10 of a centimeter. Okay, so what is the problem? The answer to problem 3 in millimeters. So we need to keep in mind that our milliliters. So I'm sorry. So the answer, that should be actually problem number 2. That's a mistake here. So we want to make sure that. What is the answer to problem 2 in milliliters? So we want to keep in mind that 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. Okay, so we want to keep that in mind. I'm going to have you try to figure that one out on your own. We'll talk about it in class. And let's go and do 5 and 6. So 5 and 6 are multiplication problems. I'm going to do one in traditional, and then I'll do it in lattice, just to show you both ways. So 9 times 4 is 36. Carry the 3. 7 times 4 is 28. Plus 3 will be 31. Put the 1 here, carry the 3. And you have 4 times 5 is 20, plus 3 is 23. Carry the 2. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14. So the answer is 14,316. I'm going to show you that in lattice. Again, 9 times 4, 36. 7 times 4, 28. 5 times 4 is 20, 2 and 0, and 3 times 4 is 12. Then you just add your diagonals up. That's 6. 8 and 3 is 11. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 2 is 4, and then 1. So 14,316 is our answer. 14,316. All right, so I'm going to do number 7 here for you because it's a little different. It's instead of a 4 by 1, it's a 2 by 2 multiplication problem. So I'm going to show you how to do that using traditional and then lattice. So for this one, we want to go 6 times 6 first. So you go with your ones for place. 6 times 6 is 36. Put your 6 here. Carry your 3. Then you're going to go 6 times 3 is 18. And then you're going to add those 3 to give you 21. And then since we're dealing with the tens place, and we're going 50 times 36, we're going to put our 0 here automatically because that's our extended fact. So we're going to put a 0 here. And then we're going to go 6 times 5 is 30. So we're going to put our 0 here. We're going to put a new 3 up here just to know that it's a different number we're dealing with. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. And then you're going to just add those two up. 6 plus 0 is 6. 1 plus 0 is 1. 8 plus 2 is 10. Carry the 1. And 1 plus 1 is 2. For 2016. So that's 2016. Okay, so that's it for now. Hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have questions. Take care.